let's review how to create a histogram. So if you take a look at the set of data, it basically represents how many movies students watched over the summer. If you look to the left-hand side here, what we're going to do is we're going to create a frequency table so that we can make some tally marks to figure out how many times certain responses were given. So what that means, if we look here, we want to figure out how many students responded that they watched between 0 to 5 movies. So we can go through and we can just count how many times that response was given. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So since 4 students responded they watched between 0 to 5 movies, we're just going to make 4 little tally marks under the column where it says number of times response given. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to repeat the process for the different intervals to see how many students watch between 6 to 10 movies, 11 to 15 movies, and so on. So if we go through and we count the number of times the response was given for 6 to 10 movies, we can see that there are 6 students that responded that they watched between 6 to 10. 7 students responded that they watched between 11 to 15 movies. 2 students responded that they watched between 16 to 20 movies. And then finally, only 1 student watched between 21 to 25 movies. So from here, we're going to translate this information into a histogram. Now, when you are creating your intervals for the number of students, you want to take a look at the largest number of responses. So if we look here, the largest number given in one interval was 7. So what we want to make sure we do is we want to make sure that we go at least up to 7 vertically. And then down here, basically, the intervals from the number of movies from our frequency table has just been translated into our bar graph down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a bar to represent the number of times that students actually responded. So between 0 to 5 movies, 4 students watched. So we want to make sure that we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we create our box or our bar, like so. Now, there's 6 students that responded that they watched between 6 to 10 movies. So when we go to create our bar for the interval of 6 to 10, we want to make sure that we go up to 6 to represent those 6 students that watched between 6 to 10 movies over the summer. And then we're going to fill that in. And then you're just going to repeat that process for 11 to 15 movies, 16 to 20 movies, and then also 21 to 25. So as you can see, each one of these bars goes up to the number of responses that were actually given for that interval. And then you've created your histogram.